Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for some indie comic reviews. And for these indie comic reviews, I'll be covering Hyde Street issue 2, which is done by Jeff Johns. And we have Azam for Kosher Mafia issue 4. And I am looking forward to when the graphic novel comes out for this. And now it's time to move into the first one that I'll be reviewing. So starting off with first things first, in relation to Hyde Street issue 2, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end. And also what is happening story-wise with any characters that are present. So as the story begins, everything starts off things start off in the year of 1955, and we meet the character from the very first issue, and we finally get the character's name, which is known as Pranky. That's right, Pranky. Very interesting, and we get to see some of the mischievousness they get up to. As we start to jump towards the middle of the story, we catch up with Pranky once again, to which we have a series of events take place, but we also learn that Pranky has also, within this time period, we'll learn a little bit more afterwards, that he has made a contract of sorts. And last but not least, towards the end, to which we have the return of Mr. X-Ray, and we see that Pranky will be remaining on High Street. On top of that, we also get a bit of a upcoming look for what is going to be happening in the next issue. For the internal art, I give it an 8 out of 10, as I quite liked what they did with the story here, including using some black and white panels to indicate some things in relation to the past, and also how the character of Pranky is also now, I guess, supernaturally connected to Hyde Street. Next is the area of time, to which we, of course, have the year 1955 to, of course, the present day within the story. The location, of course, everything takes place in Hyde Street, unless there's some things that take place in relation to a character's past within the story, which takes place somewhere else. The cast of characters consisting of Pranky, we have Mr. X-Ray, and last but not least, we've got Mr. Davy, or Mr. Davies, I think it is, or Mr. Dawes. For the overall story rating, I give it an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Kosher Mafia. So, as we start to move into Kosher Mafia, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In essence, it does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the internal story and art, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end. So, as we move into the beginning of the story, we start off the characters at a Glenville congregation, or a Glenville synagogue, as they start to work on the area of Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, and of course moving into the area of atonement within the story, and we get to see some more of the story that's taking place, as they also must continue their job of taking on the Nazis that have infiltrated America, whilst they do their job for the Mafia. Jumping a little bit further within the story, we of course encounter a situation to which they end up getting chased and must run away from some people to avoid getting harmed or killed. And last but not least, the story advances, to which they must move forward to taking out some of the Nazis that are hiding out in America, or their recruits at least. For the internal art, I give it an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. First things first, does this story address anything time-wise? Indeed it does, to which we have it addressing the 26th of September in 1936. The locations that are visited within the story are Glenville, Ohio, Cleveland, and also Cleveland Heights. The cast of characters consisting of Mr. Levinson, Howard, Mr. Gold, and Martin Kessler, who is also one of their targets. For the overall story rating, I give it an 8 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.